Hi everybody, today I wanted to quickly talk about teaching our learners to request for the removal of something or for something to stop happening. So this is really important because throughout our life we're always going to be encountered with situations that we don't want to be in. And if we don't have the language to try to get out of that or to make something not happen, then what we're going to be left with is problem behavior. So once your learner is able to ask for a few different things, then you want to start teaching them how to request to stop an aversive condition or how to request for something not to happen. And depending on your learner's language, you might just be teaching them one generalized command such as stop or no or not now. Or if your learner has a more sophisticated language repertoire, maybe they are able to ask for a lot of things, but they're not able to ask for the removal of certain things, then you could teach them more specific things. And the key word in this is that we're teaching this. So it's not something that you're just going to wait to happen when it happens in the natural environment, because problem behavior will likely be evoked by then. It is something that you do, of course, want to do in the natural environment, but you want to set up opportunities to practice this skill with your learner. For example, I had a learner a couple years ago who enjoyed coloring on an iPad, and if your hand got anywhere close to his iPad, he engaged in problem behavior by doing this little whine, going, eh. Now, had he had the language, he could have just said, don't touch that, or no, or whatever it is. So I would have to set up situations with him in which he would be coloring and then my hand would get a little bit closer to his iPad. And before he could even engage in problem behavior, when I saw the motivation kicking in that he started looking at me like, what's happening? Then I would prompt, just tell me, don't touch that. And he would say, don't touch that. And then I would honor it and I wouldn't touch it. So those are things that you're going to have to be proactively teaching and not just waiting for it to happen in the natural environment, because we want our learners to be as successful as possible. Because what would happen with a child who had the language and didn't like when your hand got near their iPad, they would be able to tell you, please don't touch that, or I'm doing this by myself. But when you have someone who doesn't have the language to tell you that they're not happy about something, then what does happen is problem behavior. So so that's something we would want to look to teach after our learners are able to ask for a number of items and activities that they do want. And yes,